Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Maryland's offense will have the football first. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at big Dorian Fleming. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out wide left, it's Fleming. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Look out! Right side, it's Williams. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Danzy. Oh, he's got some space. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast.
Makes the grab and room to run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Webb. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 3rd down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Plows his way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Mississippi State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Buff Bothwell. What a game he had in their last win. More than 200 yards and 4 trips to the end zone.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week we saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back and setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
It's complete on the right side. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on. He slides down. He's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tells the run, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Left side, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Working the ground game. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the...
Got enough space! Runs it into the house! Touchdown, Bulldog! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. A run for the quarterback. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd down to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on 2nd and short.
You got to give the defense tons of credit, because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Finds his target. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. On the move. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Well, that's now the 2nd time in this game that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've got it running the football. So great job by the offensive line just getting it done.
They'll run the screen. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Moves the pocket. It's Washington. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll go to the air. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's West. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. They'll leave it with the lone back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Maryland! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Bockwell again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Williams. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Out wide right, it's Webb. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to run it. They were all over it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air. It's Washington. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Max got it on the screen, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness at the end of the...
Caught, and he's got room. Across 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Left side is West. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me running.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. Enough to move the chains. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. To the air, it's Washington. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Fleming. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down, gonna throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's got enough. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Flying out to the left at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Terrapins. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer. forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Bluff Bothwell again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Out wide right, it's Fleming. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Makes a catch. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. The give is to Williams. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Absolutely perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Here's the give to Bothwell. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. To the air, it's Washington. Got it in the middle, it's Webb.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's stopped.
I That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air. Looks it in. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Escapes the pressure going right. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. Offense working from the pistol. The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Out wide left, it's West.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the... Makes the grab in their space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Fluff. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
He's loose. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Handoff. Fluff Bothwell. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Taylor wants to throw it. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Left side is Williams. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And that one will give them the lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. And it'll come. 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Runs through the tackle. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the counter. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Durr. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. Driving forward, it's Danzy. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Maryland! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up.